Everybody, I want to thank you for tuning in at the start of a new trading week. Remember, it's up to us to start with positivity over negativity. It's up to us to take control of our financial futures, as we are not the victim and we are not going to play the victim. What we are going to do is acknowledge the fact that we're all very lucky to be here together in this community, and we're going to continue pushing forward to try to stay out ahead of the information. It is up to each and every one of us, though, to start with that positivity over negativity, spirituality over demonicism. So starting tomorrow, we've got, well, what's happening this week. We've got the Fed that'll speak later this week, which we'll talk about more tomorrow, as we get more into the middle of the week, because tomorrow the big thing is the SEC. They had the extension. They've got to give some answers as ordered by the courts. So we're going to see exactly which direction that takes for Ripple and what impact it has on the XRP price. Will they finally release the Hinman docs? Or are they going to put in some more mumbo jumbo that'll allow them to take another extension, and we'll just be waiting for another couple weeks? So we're going to pay attention to that. We're going to look at the XRP price action as it still maintains that 515 level. Last night I gave a little foresight that short-term bull flag in the 2-hour was about to break down a little bit, which it did. It came right down to the number I talked about in the update. So just pay attention to that, and if you want to see that again, you're more than welcome to watch the video from last night. And then I'm also going to show you a definition, what the CME gap means in cryptocurrency, and what ends up happening when it's left. And then I'm going to show you on the charts with Bitcoin the exact ebb and flow right now, as we do have a gap at 21,000 and a CME gap at 30,000. So it's a matter of which direction we're going to go first. Make sure you hit that like button, as it will greatly help push me through the analytics. And we're going to get through this update in a rapid fire style with a positive energy. Good morning, 10:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, June 12th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So we're going to start at XRP. XRP sits at 0.5145. This setup in the 2-hour time frame, it still is trying to act bull flaggy, but as you can see, it came all the way up here to about 53 cents, broke all the way down, which, if you're talking about a bull flag, that came way too far down. That invalidates it. But, you know, they could be playing a little game here. It came way down with the wick to 509. Managed to hold the 508 level. Pushed back up. Held the 513 that I talked about in the 515 last night. But now, that 515 level we talked about last night, we can put it in there. That's in a position right now where it's actually, it's a possibility to get rejected if it continues moving down. But until we invalidate this pattern formation and now lose the 482 section, this looks like it could be a consolidation of a bear flag in a much bigger time frame, or it could be a topping reversal. But what we're looking for, and this is the bottom line, for XRP to hold the 0.522 level. If you hold the 0.522, you can start to push back up to the 537. You can't reverse this pattern drop until you break and hold the 0.537 level. Anything short of that, this is a very bearish return rally. And this topping reversal will reverse down rather quickly if we can't break out of these areas. We are still in an inverted head and shoulders, which is still holding this pattern up. And if we can continue to maintain that 522 level, at all costs, try to hold that 508 and ultimately 50 cents. I will show it in my description again when I put the video out. These are areas that have to maintain. If we lose these areas, it's very tricky. The 537 is major resistance and that major support right now at all costs. We really don't want to lose the 50 cents, but obviously the 482. But we came down to the 473 and pulled right back up as well. So, I mean, those are quick wicks, and could that be a V-shaped recovery with a jank bull flag being put in the 4-hour or the 2-hourly as it looked last night? If you look at the 4-hourly, it looks like a wick down, and this very well could bull flag you back up. But we're paying attention. If that 514 gets rejected, we know we got to drop down to 50 cents, and then we'll determine it from there if we lose the 50. Roughly, it's the 508 level, and this is becoming very, very tricky right now because there's a lot of fear going on in the markets. With the stuff coming out tomorrow, it could be one of those buy the rumor, sell the news, or they could be setting everybody up with the trading firm that dumped $2 billion, and that's why some of crypto recovered. XRP actually did a pretty darn good job still hanging on to 51.5 right now after that substantial drop to 47.3 on Friday night after the trading firm liquidated $2 billion. So that's what we're looking at. So that's XRP. So pay attention to those short-term levels. Later on today, we'll go into it a little bit deeper. And then with Bitcoin, before we go into Bitcoin, I want to go into the CME gaps. So in the cryptocurrency market, trading activity occurs 24/7 on various exchanges around the world. However, the CME operates during specific trading hours. When the CME closes for the day, there's often a period where trading on other exchanges continues. During this time, significant price movements may occur, resulting in a disparity between the closing price on the CME and the subsequent opening price. Traders and investors can often pay attention to CME gaps because they can act as support or resistance levels in subsequent trading sessions. It is believed that these gaps have a tendency to get filled, meaning that the price eventually returns to fill the gap. Aligning with the previous closing price, traders may use CME gaps as potential entry or exit points for their trades, as they often provide opportunities for profitable trades. This price disparity creates a gap on the CME chart where the price at the opening of the next trading session is significantly different from the previous session's closing price. These gaps are usually visible on price charts as empty spaces between two candlesticks indicating a sudden shift in price. So when I talk about the CME gap, that is what I'm referring to. So Bitcoin, as we know, there's one at 30K, there's one at 21K, and this looks like a bear flag playing out. We've been rejected on the 200-day and the 30-minute time frame. That's a very bearish sign. If this plays out as a bear flag, we're going to come retest the bottom of this formation at 25,420 approximately. We break that, then our first level is 25,194. We got 24,400 underneath. If it hits that level and breaks it, that would all but conclude we're coming down to the 21,000 gap. So we need to pay attention this morning because these look like bear flags forming on Bitcoin. And unless we can invalidate this structure, which that looks like a bear flag, we need to invalidate this or we're going to come down to this next level in time. We really will. We need to invalidate this movement. Otherwise, it's going to push us into here and then probably reject us down there. And then likely even further. So this is either a big trap here because we did start to come through in the 30-minute, but now it looks like we're getting rejected. And if you see this morning a rejection at 26K, look out at 25,194 to tell us exactly what our next move is going to be. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything on this update, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to show some support for my work, if you appreciate the work that I do, you can join Tom's Army. That's in the video description below, as that is the greatest gift of all. Or if you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, video description below and or pinned comments, BITGET and or MXC, no spot fees on the buy and sell, and futures straight up to 250x, longing or shorting the market. And then Uphold's also there as well, where I tend to send my stuff because I think it's the safest. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day, because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, it's going to be a long, miserable road to 2025. It is up to us to use the power of the gods, have that power of mental clarity. The power of positivity will always overweigh the negativity, the law of attraction, folks.